can get out of this.
The guy with his hip towards shadow. The machine's just one more side effect.
Keep that for later. Hardy little plant. You'll help. Can't be too prepared. Near them soon enough.
Aloy, you're a woman of...
Owen. Your family. I saw the threat from Helis.
If I'd have striven to keep them safe, instead of...
This is your chance, Olin.
I'll take it. Kinder deep.
They're being held close.
Yes, the farmstead just beyond... That's it! Nestled against the spurflints. Best not to think about the previous owners.
Too late.
Aloy! So this is it. I can't bear being so...
It's almost over. How many Eclipse?
From what I've seen, a fair few. Well, bowmen watching from the ridges. But there's no...
You've been watching for a while? What's the best way in?
You think if I had a head for strategy...
Fair point.
We could storm the front gate, Osram style. Or take it, maybe you could get on the rooftops. Not me, I'm too heavy cast.
Should I do this?
I don't doubt you could. But with the Eclipse, so I'll watch yours.
Let's go.
You have my steel.
shadow demands it.
This has to be where they're holding Olin's family. Bolted tight. One of the Eclipse must have the key.
Cadê? Tá C2 de um filme? Quer escolher o filme? Escolhe um legal para nós dois.
Come on, come on.
Escolhe um legal para nós dois.
Oh, my wife, my child. Aloy, I owe you 3 debts deep.
Thank the sun! You found us!
I found someone who had the courage I hoped for in myself. It's she has much to confess. I accepted a devil's bargain.
And you think I don't know? I heard them talk.
You know there's always been dirt on my hands.
Take your son up in those hands.
You should listen to your wife.
But Helis and his demons. I am up with what little honor a dice.
Olin, whatever your debts, you don't owe them to me now. Go with your family.
Farewell, Aloy. Your mother. I hope. Oh,
Thank the sun!
I found. You know.
You should.
But he.
Oh.
Farewell.
Vocês falaram.
É porque eu já tinha ouvido e fiquei de novo. Faltam 2 células para eu fazer o negócio. Uma está numa missão chamada The Mountain That Fell, que eu não tenho ainda. E a outra está num area Ruins. Onde é que você acha que estão as ruins? Pô, mas assim é difícil. Você é boba? É assim.
This old place. I haven't been here in years. I wonder what I can find.
When looking at the map, it's on the first floor in the purple area at the bottom right corner.
Tira!
Ai, que frio, puta que pariu! Deixa eu tá aqui.
Tá só não entendendo.
Tá vendo abertura 3 aqui? Eu vi também. É, mas eu não entendo nada, né?
Nem eu.
E aí eu pensei, vou ler, aí eu falei com você não me pareceu meio desinteressado. Falei, tá, não vou ler então. Entendi. Sim, senhor. Caceta.
Here we go again. That area back there. I wonder if I can find a way into it now that I'm older. Another power cell. I only need one more to get to that ancient armor I found.
Você tá fazendo impressora, né? Não? O que você tá fazendo? Tá, então você pode... Ai, que te empurra menos. Caraca, você fica me empurrando. Podia escolher o filme, Lucas. Só baixar antes sem tempo ainda. Porra. Só hoje que mandaram meu cabo. Chega dia 9. Dia antes que eu tava esperando. Excelente.
Tô reclamando, não entendi.
Tô reclamando que só mandaram hoje. Aí aparentemente podia ter chegado.
Come on, what are you waiting for? What, you don't feel like talking? Hey, seriously, we need to talk.
What are you doing out here all alone?
I'm not gonna risk their lives. I don't mind putting my worthless ass on the line, but not theirs. Sorry I had to drag.
Don't worry. This is just an average day for me. You know?
Right. I'd hate to see a busy morning for you.
Are you sure you're all right?
Well, I'm sober.
Well, I'm glad you're...
Don't get used to it.
Tell me exactly what...
No one knows for sure. She left?
We're best men.
No. I'd been drinking a lot. Or maybe she thought search parties found their bodies the next day and the corpses of some shadow Karja. The shadow Karja are animals. They beat her so bad we can't even show her face. Yeah, well, when I find the soldiers who did this...
You don't have...
No. But it must have been urgent. A message, a report of some new shadow Karja...
Você não fez o bolo do Pablo?
Amanhã.
É só vai fazer amanhã, achei que tinha que ficar na geladeira.
Não, amanhã.
Why would the Shadow Karja do this?
Because they hate us. And Ursa most of all.
Quer?
She teamed up with Avad to kick their asses out of Meridian. They've been licking their wounds for 2 years, but they finally found a way to get back at her.
Cabeça.
O que foi? Não entendi. Você quer que eu bate um abraço?
Sim.
Não tô entendendo.
Why would the Shadow Karja...
Because they hate us. And Ursa most of all. She teamed up with them, licking their wounds for 2 years.
Escolhe o firme.
Como é que o Pablo vai controlar a gente?
eu, mesmo fazendo merda que eu não quero fazer, eu vou contar pra ele.
Eu quero meu chocolatinho! Vou mandar pro Paulo o áudio.
I'll do what I can to help.
Come on.
Meu nome é Guilherme. Mas você tem que gravar, porque eu não sei gravar. Eu falo só. Não sei falar.
Why would Ursa come all the way out here?
Mas eu não sei, eu falei aqui,
Vai que eu vou
tinha que ter
ficar-
gravado.
Vai,
você não
fala
sabe.
alguma coisa. 1, 2, 3.
Eu quero comer chocolatinho!
Is this Shadow Karja territory?
No.
Essa maluco!
Almost there. Alright, this is it. Where the ambush happened. Our soldiers have been over it, but maybe that fancy artifact of yours can find a clue or something. Please. I need to find the bastards that did this.
There must be Shadow Karja armor. Strange. Not a scratch on it. A Shadow Karja spear. It's perfectly sharp. Never seen action. These look like drag marks. Did someone move a body through here?
What do you see there?
This stain forms a line, as if blood dripped off the edge of something, like a cart. See? Cart tracks. I think someone moved the bodies here, then scattered them across the field.
Wait. Are you saying the dead found here were killed somewhere else? But why would the Shadow Karja do that?
Pô, que vacilo, olha. Resume, skip. Bola, quadrado. Filho da puta, quase me enganei.
At this point, I'm not taking it for granted that the Shadow Karja are responsible.
Of course they were.
Well, let's follow these tracks and find out.
Vou ligar pra eles.
É, eu vou lá no escritório.
Ih, tá negando de novo.
É, tá bonito. Follow the tracks.
Engraçado, ela tá vendendo mais que aqui.
Pois é, foi que eu, mais cedo foi que eu falei também.
How come?
Olha como é que é.
How come?
Welcome.
Welcome.
Eu baixei um aplicativo novo. Eu queria saber o que era.
Saving these for the trail.
I get why they wanted it. Why take an ambush?
There's more to this. And we're gonna figure it out.
These guys aren't Shadow Karja.
They're from my tribe, the Asura.
Is this how your people usually greet each other?
I need to finish this.
What's that?
I think it's calling in machines. Get ready.
Oseram, not Shadow Carja. Looks like I was wrong about everything.
Pessoa tá fazendo, né? Tipo, what the fuck?
Please,
Ela
use
levando muito
that second
agora.
sight of yours. I have to know what really happened.
I'm on it.
Ih, bebê!
Eu gosto muito. Eu gosto muito também, você gosta muito.
Cara, criança já tá
Tô fazendo.
So much blood. A lot of people died here.
É coisa de jogo que ele botou. Enquanto o jogo estava rolando no Stop Lane.
É só. Às vezes a galera fica se batendo no Dota e tal, às vezes os caras só estão jogando.
A massacre.
Caralho, tá brabo mesmo, olha, tá bem bonito, olha pra cima.
These look like Vanguard weapons. There's no blood on them. Ursa's men didn't fight back.
Cara, tá grande o floco de
floco,
neve. Ah, pra você não falar que eu só te conto coisa ruim? Fiquei positivo hoje, finalmente. Na bolsa.
Looks like you
300
put down
euros
some
acima.
equipment on that thing. There, by the tripod. A used power cell. Those rocks, they're shattered. Something hit these stones. Something I've never seen before. What are those leather straps? Armor straps, cut with a knife. And a rock with blood on it.
This is Ursa's helmet. I thought she died in the field below, but must have been here. All this trickery. For what? Feels like it's just to torture me.
I have a theory, but it takes a little imagination.
So far, your theories are better than other people's facts.
All right. I think the Oseram ambushed Ursa and her men with a new weapon. They mounted it on that tripod up there. It fires waves of force, maybe sound. Looks like it cracked the stone there. I think it paralyzes people instead of killing them. It dropped the Vanguard right there. No blood on their weapons. No fight.
But why paralyze them if you're only gonna move them and gut them?
They were trying to hide something. Look here, a bloody rock.
That they used to smash Ursa's face in.
Or someone else's. These leather straps have been cut, as if they took the armor off someone.
That can't be. Her body is lying in state in Meridian. I saw it.
You said she was unrecognizable. Maybe they switched another body into her armor, someone around the same size, and mutilated it enough, so it could have been anyone. Even Ursa. Go back to Meridian. Take another look at that body. If it's really Ursa, of course I'm wrong. But if I'm right...
Then my sister could be alive. I'm going. Meet me back there when you can.
Para de ver doce.
Folhinha?
Ah, quer a cobertinha? Só quer sofrer.
Para comer.
Eu quero comida. Oh. Tô bem agora, mas daqui a 20 minutos eu tô com fome. O que é o sua senha mesmo?
Não sei.
vitamins, and other nutritional content, when it comes to carbs, they're pretty much the same. So what exactly does that mean for your diet? First of all, carbohydrate is the nutritional category for sugars and molecules that your body breaks down to make sugars. Carbohydrates can be simple or complex, depending on their structure. This is a simple sugar, or monosaccharide. Glucose, fructose, and galactose are all simple sugars. Link two of them together, and you've got a disaccharide: lactose, maltose, or sucrose. Complex carbohydrates, on the other hand, have 3 or more simple sugars strung together. Complex carbohydrates with 3 to 10 linked sugars are oligosaccharides. Those with more than 10 are polysaccharides. During digestion, your body breaks down those complex carbohydrates into their monosaccharide building blocks, which your cells can use for energy. So when you eat any
No one goes into the
carbohydrate-rich
palace
food,
without an
the
ins-
sugar level in your blood, normally about a teaspoon, goes up. But your digestive tract
Greetings,
doesn't
Aloy.
respond to all
I am known as
carbohydrates.
Blameless Marad.
Consider starch
Please come
and
with me.
fiber.
What do you mean?
Both
Where-
polysaccharides,
He's inside,
both
attending the
derived
Sun
from
King,
plants,
where we should be.
composed of
But
hundreds of
follow me,
thousands
please.
of monosaccharides
All of these people are here to see the Sun King.
but they're joined
Yes,
together.
and each has come
And
to
that
ask a
changes
favor.
the effect they have on your body.
Unpleasant, but that's
Starches,
politics.
which plants mostly
The
store
Sun
for
King is
fatty
eager to meet you.
acids.
The machine
Those
tamer,
molecules are
curious
joined
eye for
together by
detail.
alpha ligands.
It's all very
Most of
intriguing.
which
I'm not here to intrigue you.
Too late.
digestive tract. But in fiber, the bonds between monosaccharide molecules are beta bonds, which your body can break down.
Passed by some
Fiber
unearned
can also
awareness,
trap some
unexpected
starches,
items,
preventing them
out,
from
and this
being
Nora goes to the front of the
resulting
line.
in something called resistant starch. So foods high in starch, like crackers and white bread,
Ignore
are
them.
digested easily.
Nobles are like
Without
children who
releasing
whine
a whole
when
bunch
they
of
don't get a second
glucose into
helping
your
of
blood.
dessert.
Exactly what would happen if you drank something high in glucose, like soda. These
What's the
foods have
Sun
a
King
high
do?
glycemic
The most important
index.
thing is what he
The
isn't
amount of
like.
particular food
His father.
raises the sugar
I
level
think you'll
in
find
your
him to
blood.
be a reasonable
Soda
man.
and white bread have a similar glycemic index because they have a similar effect on your blood sugar. But when you eat foods high in fiber, like
Aloy of the
vegetables,
Nora,
fruits, and whole grains,
she who
those
sees the
beta
unseen.
bonds
Welcome.
slow the release of glucose
It would seem you have done me a great
at
service.
a lower glycemic index.
Erend, tell her what you found.
I checked Ursa's tomb. You were right, Aloy. The body is missing a scar below her right knee. I gave it to Ursa when we were kids, fighting with a toy sword.
If the body is not Ursa's, then we must assume she is still alive. And I will not abandon her.
We only know she was taken, not who took her.
I can help with that. Ursa has an enemy among the Oseros. A warlord named Dervahl.
Impossible. Every clan in the claim has been hunting for him since the liberation. He has to be dead by now.
No other Oseron had the motive and ingenuity to lure Ursa into this trap. I expect to find him lurking somewhere near the border. I've already sent an agent to investigate. He'll be waiting for word from us at the marketplace in Pitchfork.
I can't move troops to the border without provoking the Oseros. But I could send a few vanguardsmen. And perhaps an exceptionally gifted Nora as well. Erend, Marad, let me discuss it with her privately. I hate to impose further after all you've done, but this is a matter of great importance to me.
It sounds like Ursa means it.
Without her Oseram vanguard, I would not have been able to liberate Merid. Since then, it has been difficult to maintain peace between our tribes. So you see, I need her.
Who is Dervahl?
To understand Dervahl, you must first understand my father. He truly thought of himself as a... He believed that blood sacrifice would solve, well, everything. Dervahl fought back. He crafted powerful weapons and rallied his people. He captured Dervahl's wife and daughter.
So, why would Dervahl go to...
He felt she betrayed him. She fought by his side until she realized, and she came to me. Together, we stopped him. Dervahl has spent every moment since. He made so many powerful enemies.
The killers who attacked the Nora. They're digging up ancient weapons. Machines that corrupt...
What you're saying echoes reports I've received from Marad. A Shadow Carja splinter group. When will this attack come? Do you know?
I'm not exactly sure.
And we will do what we can to prepare. But in the meantime, Ursa is my highest priority.
my god.
I'd like
Probably
to ask you
so.
something about the Sundom and its politics.
By all means.
They call you a sun god who killed his...
They say you can see the invisible, split an arrow at 50 paces, and tame machines at a glance.
It's not too far off.
Well, I would like to unite the tribes in harmony.
Quite a place you've got here.
You don't approve? Well, but we must be patient. Change won't come in a single sunrise.
But will it happen at all?
It might. Eventually.
Your politics seem very complicated.
I couldn't have liberated Meridian without the help of Ursa and her Oseram freebooters. But the Ealdormen of the Oseram clans and claim have become jealous of their success. So have many Carja nobles. It's a volatile situation, especially given the fact that my father raided the Oseram for years. Ursa helps keep the peace, promising a future.
What can you tell me about the Shadow?
They are remnants of my father's regime. Like him, they care only for domination. Since Ursa helped me take this city from them, they were perfect scapegoats. Dervahl knew this, of course, and planned it well.
Why? What happens in the brain that makes sugary foods so hard to resist? Sugar is a
I need to get going.
I know.
Describe a class of molecules.
Well,
who says that?
Murad, for one.
It's found in a wide variety.
Don't hesitate to ask.
Just check the labels on sweet products you buy. Glucose, fructose, sucrose, maltose, lactose, dextrose, and starch are all forms of sugar. So are high fructose corn syrup, fruit juice, raw sugar, and honey. And sugar isn't just in candies and desserts. It's also added to tomato sauce, yogurt, dried fruit, flavored waters, and granola bars. Since sugar is everywhere, it's important to understand how it affects the brain. What happens when sugar hits your tongue? And does eating a little bit of sugar make you crave more? You take a bite of cereal. The sugars it contains activate the sweet taste receptors, part of the taste buds on the tongue. These receptors send a signal up to the brainstem, and from there it forks off into many areas of the forebrain, one of which is the cerebral cortex. Different sections of the cerebral cortex process different tastes: bitter, salty, umami, and in our case, sweet. From here, the signal activates the brain's reward system. This reward system is a series of electrical and chemical pathways across several different regions of the brain. It's a complicated network, but it helps answer a single subconscious question. Should I do that again? That warm, fuzzy feeling you get when you taste Grandma's chocolate cake? That's your reward system saying, yes. And it's not just activated by food. Socializing, sexual behavior, and drugs are just a few examples of things and experiences that also activate the reward system. But overactivating this reward system kickstarts a series of unfortunate events: loss of control, and increased tolerance to sugar. Let's get back to our bite of cereal. It travels down into your stomach and eventually into your gut. And guess what? There are sugar receptors here too. They're not taste buds, but they do send signals telling your brain that you're full, or that your body should produce more insulin to deal with the extra sugar you're eating. The major currency of our reward system is dopamine, an important chemical or neurotransmitter. There are many dopamine receptors in the forebrain, but they're not evenly distributed. Certain areas contain dense clusters of receptors, and these dopamine hotspots are a part of our reward system. Drugs like alcohol, nicotine, or heroin send dopamine into overdrive, leading some people to constantly seek that high. In other words, to be addicted. Sugar also causes dopamine to be released, though not as violently as drugs. And sugar is rare among dopamine-inducing foods. Broccoli, for example, has no effect, which probably explains why it's so hard to get kids to eat their veggies. Speaking of healthy foods, let's say you're hungry and decide to eat a balanced meal. You do, and dopamine levels spike in the reward system hotspots. But if you eat that same dish many days in a row, dopamine levels will spike less and less, eventually leveling out. That's because when it comes to food, the brain evolved to pay special attention to
you're back.
tastes. Why? Two reasons. First, to detect food that's gone bad. And second, because the more variety we have in our diet, the more likely we are to get all the nutrients we need. To keep that variety
Till
up,
we meet again.
Could you spare a moment? A new food, and more importantly, we need to want to keep eating new foods. And and that's why the dopamine levels off when a food becomes boring. Now back to that meal. What happens if in place of the healthy, balanced dish, you eat sugar-rich food instead? If you rarely eat sugar, or don't eat much at a time, the effect is similar to that of the balanced meal. But if you eat too much, the dopamine response does not level out. In other words, eating lots of sugar will continue to feel rewarding. In this way, sugar behaves a little bit like a drug. It's one reason people seem to be hooked on sugary foods. So think back to all those different kinds of sugar. Each one is unique, but every time any sugar is consumed, it kickstarts a domino effect in the brain that sparks a rewarding feeling. Too much too often, and things can go into overdrive. So yes, overconsumption of sugar can have addictive effects on the brain. But a wedge of cake once in a while won't hurt you.
Yeah.
Não enjoa, porque aquela parada tá ali pra sempre.
To speak of the finer things?
Pô, pode fazer a torta amanhã então?
Podemos.
É, mas o Albert Ryan chega amanhã também. Tipo, com das coisas, entendeu, filho?
Tá, a gente tira a torta da geladeira cedo se precisar, fazer o quê? Fala, ó, pô, tá, mas talvez fique um pouco fora da geladeira que a gente vai receber o mercado amanhã.
Whoa there.
Currently, the FDA doesn't suggest a recommended daily limit for sugar, so it's hard to tell if the 65 grams in a bottle of soda is a little more
This must be Pitchcliff. Murad's agent should be at the marketplace by now.
Just 5% of your total calories, or about 25 grams per day. So 65 grams is well over twice that amount. But just what is sugar? What's the difference between glucose and fructose? Well, both are carbohydrates with the same chemical composition of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. But they have very different structures and behave quite differently in our bodies.
No sign of Murad's guy? He's had plenty of time to investigate.
We'd better look for him.
Damn right.
gets overloaded with sweet fructose, the excess is metabolized into fat. Fresh fruits actually contain fructose, but it's naturally occurring and doesn't cause an overload because the fiber in fruit slows its absorption. This gives your liver the time it needs to do its job. It's sugar that makes cookies chewy and candy crunchy. It even turns less fruit a beautiful golden brown. It's also a great preservative. It doesn't spoil or evaporate, so the foods it's added to are easier to store and ship long distances and tend to be cheaper. That's why sugar is hiding everywhere. Actually, it might be easier to list the foods that added sugar isn't hiding it. Things like vegetables, eggs, fish, fruit, raw nuts, even your
We didn't deserve this.
Simply choosing water over soda, juices, and sports drinks is a quick way to avoid the added sugar. At the very least, try to pay attention to food labels. You can keep your sugar intake at a healthy level. Because in this game of hide and seek, every time you don't find added sugar, you win.
Well, someone left here recently, and they were in a hurry. More tracks. I think someone followed whoever we're following.
That sounds bad. It has to be Murad's guy. Dervahl's thugs must have been waiting.
Maybe because he found something. Look at this. I think he drew a map with his own blood.
Right. Those kind of maps, you know you better follow.
That might be Pagecliff. He marked a spot to the north. Could be Dervahl's location.
My men are waiting outside of town. I'll grab them and meet you there.
Here's one example. There's 3 carbons on the left, that's glycerol. And you can think of that as the backbone that holds the rest of the molecule together. 3 long chains on the right are called fatty acids. And in subtle differences, the structures of these chains determine whether a fat is, let's say, solid or liquid. Whether or not it goes rancid quickly. And, most importantly, how good or how bad it is for you. Let's take a look at some of these differences. One is length. Fatty acids can be short or long. Another, more important difference is the type of bond between carbon atoms. Some fatty acids have only single bonds, others have both single and double bonds. Fatty acids with only single bonds are called saturated. Those with one or more double bonds are called unsaturated. Now, most unsaturated fats are good for you, while saturated fats are bad for you to set. Saturated fats are spread there. Double bonds in these molecules affect their structure.
Looks like they've been chained up.
Dervahl's a tinker. He probably experiments on them, or strips them for parts.
Maybe I can use them to make some trouble. I'll go in first. Hold off until the fighting starts.
All right. We've got your back.
That was worth it.
Dervahl says you gotta eat dirt.
Bom não deve ser, né? Deve ser tipo melhor.
Não, é salgado. É tipo chá fermentado.
Some must be in there. We have to get through.
They must use these to protect themselves from that awful sound.
That's in your brain. The superstars are omegas 3 and 6. These essential fatty acids general conditions must come from our diets. So to do integration of cell membranes. And while omegas are good fats for your brain, long-term consumption of other fats like trans and saturated fats may compromise brain health. Meanwhile, proteins and amino acids, the building block nutrients of growth and development, manipulate how you and be. Amino acids contain
Ursa!
affecting things like speed, attendance, and weight. They're one of the reasons I feel calm after eating a large plate of pasta, or more alert after a
Aaron?
protein ritual.
Dervahl tried to break me. Shows what he knows.
I should have been with you. Why didn't you come for me? I know I'm a useless trunk, but...
No, idiot. I got a message from Dervahl saying he wanted to parlay. I didn't come for you because I knew it was a trap. I couldn't let you get hurt. Just didn't think it'd be that good a trap. Thought I could take him out. Now listen. Dervahl's planning something big in Meridian. He said he'd force Avad to watch as the smoke darkens their precious sun. Your king needs you. No more playing around. You're gonna have to grow up fast.
I will. I promise.
You damn well better, little brother.
In order for the brain to officially transform and synthesize...
Ursa. No, no. Please.
While the human brain only makes up about
I won't let you down.
it uses up to
I promise.
12% of our energy resources. Most of this energy comes from carbohydrates that our body digests into glucose or blood sugar.
Miranda,
The frontal lobe
I'm so sorry.
drops the
We've got to find Dervahl.
that a change in mental function is one
Good Meridian's a big place.
I'll look through his things. Maybe we can narrow it down.
carbohydrates affect our brains. Carbs come in three forms: starch, sugar, and fiber. While nutrition is, they are all lumped into one total carb count. The ratio of the sugar and glucose to the whole amount.
Forget about traveling light.
A high glycemic food, like white bread, causes a rapid release of glucose into the blood, and then comes the dip. Blood sugar shoots down, and with it, our attention span is normal. On the other hand, oats, grains, and legumes have slower glucose release, enabling a steadier level of attentiveness. For restoring brain power, opting for a varied diet of nutrient-rich foods is critical. When it comes to what you bite, chew, and swallow, your choices have a direct, long-lasting effect on the most powerful organ in your body.
What's Dervahl learned from all his tinkering? Do I even want to know?
Ela falou, bom, tô indo ao
This
violão.
machine's been picked apart with
Ué,
precision.
o que é eu? Não entendi. Vamos dar ué.
What happens when I turn it on?
I think I've got it working. There. Now, say something. Both of you, Dubs.
I don't know. What do you want me to say?
Whatever you want. I just want to hear your voice.
Já vi que não vai rolar filme nada, né?
I'll sing, Papa. La la la.
Não sei, cara, pra você escolher.
There. A song and a laugh.
Just notes about crafting. And a letter tucked between the pages. Lots of blaze. Headed to Meridian. If we find it, I'll bet we find Dervahl too. I think I found something that can help. Let's head back to the palace.
Go. I won't be long, but I need to tend to my sister.
Ok, vou parar que já deu.
Que frio.
Meridian é onde mesmo? Aqui.
Ai, que tá machucando.
Desculpa.
like to buy something today?
You'll like what I have for sale, I promise. Won't find better wares.
Like what I have for sale, I promise. You'll like what I have for sale, I promise.
I've got all the best goods here.
Goods. They're necessities. You like to buy something today?
Take a look at these wares.
Would you like to buy something today? Necessities. Don't forget to stock up before you're on the road.
Não.
These aren't goods. They're necessities.
They're necessities.
Sei, pode ser, sei que for. Que é uma coisa divertida. E eu tô streamando essa porra com som! Porra!